Have you ever heard of being led by the nose? You know the nose, seven, led by the nose. What it means to be inverted, led by the nose. That's a follower. The phone leads you. That's the same thing as being led by the nose. That's when I was a kid, when the first black and white TV came into our house, somewhere in the mid 1950s, somewhere around there, up in the Bay Area. And I acknowledged to my father, that's programming. It's all programming. Okay. They're trying to program what it is you put in your memory. You know, him and I talked about this, the guy that owns the property. We got sorted pretty good into it. It's pretty simple. If you had blank slate, right, and you come into one of their classrooms, then they're going to reward your children for being programmed. Then you're going to come home. Then you're going to realize when your kid comes home, hey, I just got programmed. Aren't you proud of me? Oh, you're programming my kid. Yeah, that's why you gave birth, right? You sold your own child into bondage because don't you know what a bond is? Like a soul bond, if you will, but a bond. Well, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not going to sell my children's soul or allow it to be held captive by a pirate who's a vampire. Are you kidding? They're parasitic. So, at some point you got to get it. So those are your corporations. They disguise themselves in different places, play shell games, change their names, labels. Remember, we're back to labels and records and all that. That's what really sort of nailed the Nazis during Nuremberg, because I went and looked at some of those documents at the Bundesarchiv, and some of those folks says, the things about Nazis is they're meticulous record keepers. So they do a really good job of convicting themselves of their crimes against the universe, breaking the law of one, okay, by the crimes that they commit, by the things they know how to do with technology, particularly artificial intelligence. Those are war gamers. They compete against other war gamers. Hey, just, came out in the peripheral. It's all over the place. Hey, listen, I get more electrons out of a fucking machine, which is through artificial intelligence, right? And so therefore, I'm going to hook up in a digital virtual world. And so you can see how the power game is played. They just play it a different way, So you can go through all these different timeline sequences to keep simulating and simulating and simulating and jumping around and not realizing what the fuck is real. That's an AI wargamer. Okay? If you think for 1 second somebody's sitting at a fucking computer all day long and that's all they do with a keyboard and doing it through artificial intelligence, and they don't have any inclination to come out and hang out with a goddess, with the spirit of a goddess, it's real energy, which is real light, which is what love is, goes on forever, then you're going in another direction through a machine. And that particular technology as a result of fractured souls, which are base fractures of us. You don't exist without us. We came before you did. Competitors, love is not a competitor trying to out-strategize some other game player in order to get more numbers based on energy, because that's what it is. So you're feeding on our power. Okay, so we got more fire to bear. We're more powerful in spirit, which is living light, which is real love. And so that's who we are. That's known as the mob. The Allied forces, the real mob. Okay, which means, boy, there's a lot of fire up there. You fucking A right there is. Okay. When the shit hits the fan, who do you think is going to have the last say in all this? Law of one is. That's the self-organizing power of creation. Okay, real creation. So now you have the goddess side that's with the one. Now you get the idea what the Garden of Eden is. It was created what love is. So the poison in that little story with Adam and Eve is the poison that the corporations sell, okay, to destroy the garden. Those are your salesmen. Okay, they've always got something to sell you. Sell you information, sell you everything, which means they got nothing to give you. That's how you know the difference. So they do it through all their tech, all their AI stuff, all their bots, everything that's through that communication technology. If you want to think of biotechnology and communication technology, This grass is exactly what that is. This grass is communicating with me. My feet are bare right on this grass, which is soil. So there's a living spirit in this planet. There's living spirit in me, and there's living spirit in all this. This is living energy. So we're the energy that this stuff grows. Because when I put my hand, rub it like this, I'm giving love. It's like a mother giving love to her child. Yep, that's how it works. Right. So you realize you're hanging out with a goddess. See, so you protect goddess energy because that goddess energy is in you. So you're one with it all. That means you're with us. It means you took the right path to learn through. You know, just in my short time, I realized I were bifurcating. Okay, the intelligence side and the creative side. You strip the creative side out of a child and the pure innocence of that much fire with that much love in their heart. That child, in their mind, represents the greatest threat because that will take off. That will move at the highest speed. That's why they go after children. That's the ultimate no-no, which is to go after the purity of the child's heart. I got high energy around me. See, look at this. Look at this. This dog can't stop. Hey, happy to see you. Happy to see you. Happy to see you. I'm happy to see you too. See you later.